All right, folks. Well, today's a fun day. Got a lot of exciting news. I'm actually getting ready to take a couple of Odysseys up to my property in Reading, and they're actually going to go in storage. I'm putting my two FL250s into storage for now because I currently have this FL350 here, which you've seen in all the videos and everything, and I have another FL350 that I'm going to be picking up down in Bakersfield. I bought it a long time ago. Yeah, I think you guys saw it in one video clip briefly, and that's going to be our next build series. We'll talk more about that in another later clip, but I need to get it up here and I need to have space in the garage. So this FL250, which is over here in the corner, that, and then there's one that's in the trailer that's outside. Those are going to go up into storage. I have a shipping container on some property in Reading. They're going to get stored up there until a later time when I'm going to be doing more FL250 content. The reason why I'm going to focus on the FL350 stuff for a little bit is because my daughter, she's 17 now, and she typically would ride the black FL250, but it really can't keep up in the sand dunes with us when we're riding and everything. And so decided, you know, let's upgrade her a little bit. Let's get her to an FL350 status. So she's probably going to take over this one, which has been my daily rider, and I'm going to be building the other one that's in Bakersfield. So anyways, I got a lot of stuff to go do. We're going to take another stop up in Placerville. We'll do an Odyssey Pickers up there. Got a whole bunch of Odyssey parts and stuff that we're buying from JB. He's a guy that was in the community many years ago doing bead lockers and stuff like that. Well, he's getting rid of all of his Odyssey stuff, so we're grabbing that. And then we're going to go up to Reading, drop everything off, and then the wife and I are going to actually have a little mini camping trip for a little bit, dropping off the twins with Auntie. So anyways, I'm going to start getting all the stuff out and getting the trailer loaded up. So hope you guys enjoy. I got the FL250 pulled out. So this is a project Buggy. You guys haven't really seen this, maybe in one video clip. I bought this a couple of years ago. I think I paid $250 for it. And it's actually mostly complete. I do have a motor for it. Motor's sitting up in there, and it's already been rebuilt. Honestly, what I really have to do is just take this thing apart, clean it really good. I got fenders. Fenders are up, well, you can't see because of the garage door, but I haven't really gotten the time to really focus on it. And again, just because my daughter, she needs an FL350 at this point to keep up with us. This is just going to be put on the back burner, and we'll handle it probably some point in a couple of years when I have more space and more time to get to it. So anyways, this is either a 77 or a 78, I believe. Everything's pretty decent. It's a California Buggy. I think I got it from the original owner, so it's actually not too bad a shape. Aside from it looking dirty and whatnot. Fuel tank, I think the fuel tank is good. I'm even looking here. Yeah, it might be a little rusty, a little crusty, but I think the tank itself is still good, although boy it stinks. This seat here, this is actually a seat that I have for that, but I put in a razor seat in there, so it's actually in relatively good shape. There's, you know, a little bit of nick on the corner, you know, but this could be reupholstered if I needed to. Do a little bit more over here, but the rest of it's in pretty decent condition. Now this is actually the seat that came with it, so you can see it's a little bit different. The back is actually pretty solid, but the bottom was toast, just completely gone. So I ended up tossing it. Because of how it was in pieces. Typical scenario, sat outside in the rain, the foam absorbs all the water and then it slowly leaks out and it just keeps that metal wet. Of course the metal rusts away. Anyways, this is what I got to get on the trailer. I'll be loading the trailer tomorrow. You'll probably see that in this video clip too. But yeah, so one of these days we'll get into it. Look, I even have the even has the original headlight there. It'll be a fun little project when I have time to work on it. You saw me get the Odysseys out and everything, so here's the FL250, here's the other FL250. So what I gotta do first before I can get them loaded is I'm actually gonna take this razor seat out because I'm gonna use that on my next build and everything. So I'm gonna take that out, and then of course I'm gonna take the battery, because the battery is a good battery and I don't wanna lose that. I'm also gonna make sure that the fuel tank is drained so that I'm not worried about that. Then I'm gonna turn it over, run all the any fuel that might be in the carburetor out, so all that's good. So one of the things I got to do here is I actually got to get the fuel out, and I don't have a transfer pump anymore because the seal's been bent on it. So just thought I'd show real quick how I managed to do it. So I had this old hot sauce bottle from Taqueria that we go to and everything, and just a regular piece of fuel line right here. So this is just a gravity. You just squeeze in, put the fuel line on the tip of the bottle there, and then you just kind of squeeze it out, and that puts a suction on it. And then as long as this line is below the tank, I don't know if you can see it in there, but it's transferring the fuel. So hopefully able to get about 80%, 90% of the fuel out that way. But it actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would, and hot sauce bottle was kind of the trick to that. So anyways, that's how I'll show you guys how to do that. So here's what we got loaded up. Got the old FL350. This is the original. This will be a future project at some point. Got a bunch of storage bins so I can store more parts and stuff, and then got the other 250. So now we're going to be getting the camper loaded up, and then we're headed to Placerville. All right, well, it's day 2 of our trip here, and made it up to our first stop, picking up some Odyssey parts and everything. So I'd actually came up here a couple months ago, picked up a bunch of stuff, but I didn't have my trailer this time, or that time. So this time I got my trailer. We're gonna pick up a lot more stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna scout around and see what we can find. All right, well, here we are. I'm gonna show you guys what we're picking up here. This is part of the find. You guys have seen this in another picture here. This is what's left of an FL350. So I'm at, for those of you that know or remember, I'm at John Boy's place. It goes by JB, from JB Enterprises and stuff. He was really big in the Odyssey world back in the day of racing and everything, known for the bead lockers and stuff. And he happens to live within a couple hours where I live, and he's real good friends with Derek. And so we're kind of doing a deal. John Boy's got some a bunch of stuff that he wants to get rid of all the Odysseys and everything. So this is one of the rigs. So I have got some ideas on what I want to do with this. Not sure if we'll get it all handled or not, but we're gonna get this thing loaded up. Looks like it's in pretty decent shape. It's always good to find a frame that's straight. So then we got some parts over here. Oh, we got a little deer. We got a little deer. Oh, there's a bunch of little deer. Oh, he's gonna come up and say hi. Very interesting. All right, anyways, so here's some other Odyssey parts and everything. So this is part of the haul. These little odds and ends, a couple tires. Got another fuel tank. Can always use fuel tanks. Shocks, control arms and everything. We got an FL350 here. Now I'm not picking up this FL350, but it's here. So I'll have to ask what the story is on that. I don't quite remember. But I think he just got it a little while ago, picked it up from someone local, whatnot. So JB, he's got this huge building here. This is his shop, and he still does a lot of manufacturing and stuff. Here's the other pile of parts. So we're going to be taking all of this stuff here, odds and ends and pieces and whatnot. Here's kind of what he's working on now.
This is his, I think I showed some pictures of this rig over here previously. So he still is involved in racing and everything. Look how wide that tire is. That tire, check it out. That's my hand. That's how wide that tire is. 1, 2, 3. It's massive. All right, here's the 250 frame. Not sure what the plan is on that. Ooh, that steering cover is really good. All right, now we're gonna come over. There's some really cool stuff over here. Again, I showed you guys pictures of this in a previous video. I didn't do video at the time because I didn't think to ask. I'd only taken a couple pictures and whatnot. But we got a few little treats over here. Let's see, where is it? Things look like they've changed a little bit since I was last here. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Check this thing out. This is a highly modified FL350. I don't know if you call this a class 2 or class 3. If you guys know what this is, you guys can comment on it. But you can see it's an all custom frame at the top. The bottom is the original bottom frame, but they cut it and then they did this fully welded frame. I'm not sure if that was requirements for racing or whatnot. So there's the this has the dial jet, I think, by Precision Boring. So you turn this knob and that changes your jetting on the fly, which is really cool. Here's, I think, oh, here we go. I think these are his bead locker wheels here. So these things, they put out so much power, the way they were hopped up and everything, that they had problems with the tires slipping on the rims. So JB put together bead lockers. And not sure what's going on. I'm sure there's a lot of interesting magic going on in here. Big, huge Precision Boring air tank. Look at this fuel tank. The thing is tiny. You only needed it for a race, so that's, I mean, I guess that's why you would have done it that way. I'm not even sure what sort of carburetor that is. Is that a flat slide, I guess? I'm not a carb guy. Don't tell the messengers. This is Fry Racing on the side. Let's see if I can I'll come around the other side here. The exhaust comes right out the front. That's interesting. Johnson Racing, Precision Boring, EBC, Valvoline. There's probably pictures somewhere of this thing racing. So if you got them, if you got pictures and seen this thing, send them. It'd be really cool to see this thing. So I do think it's for sale. We'll have to talk to John Boy. This is John right here. Giveaway. He's not real hot on being on camera. I don't think him. That's fine. But if you're interested in buying this, I think it is for sale. This would be a project. It's, but man, this would be a piece of history. All right, now let's go on over to the other cool stuff over here. So we got this. This is an FL250. You guys saw a lot of pictures of this one before. I think this one is for sale too, if I recall correctly. It's got a water-cooled setup, aluminum fuel tank, like an extra carburetor, fiberglass hood, number 37. The fiberglass, unfortunately, is a little rough, a little crusty. It'd be what it be. There's kind of the inside. You can see the double welded J-arms there. And this has, I think those are Works front shocks. I'm not entirely positive. Little tiny radiator. I'm surprised this radiator is this small. They could get away with it. But I guess it did what it needed to do. So that's that. Coming over now. This is a really cool setup here. This one has the center line transmission setup and the rear suspension. So you can see here's the shock setup here, and here's the axle that comes in. Now on a Challenger, the Challenger axle, the U-joint is basically kind of here on the outside, and it pivots from this point. And so you get a little bit of travel on a Challenger, but not quite as much. And what they do on this one is they orientate this transmission. I believe it's actually flipped. Not entirely positive, but no, maybe this is right line. But they align it so that it's center line, so that the yokes that are coming out on this side and this side are in the center, and then you have these longer axles here. So you have a U-joint here and the U-joint here. So that's a pretty rare setup to see. This, I don't believe this one is for sale. I think I talked to him last time about it, and he was not interested in selling it at this point. But it's got, looks like work shocks, blue and white springs and everything. No motor for it. There might be, it's probably sitting around somewhere, for all I know. Here's, I think these are his bead locker wheels again. Let's see if, up here you go. Look at that, look at that. You can see it says JB Enterprises, Sacramento, California. That is really cool. Piece of history right there. All chromed out. Anyways, there's a treat for you guys. So here's the deal. I'm picking up the FL350 parts. That's what he wants to get rid of. So that's what I'm picking up. And we're gonna get that loaded up all the way out there where the truck and camper is. And then I'm taking all my stuff up to put it into storage. Some of the stuff is gonna go down to Derek's. We're gonna sell that stuff that we need to, and the framing stuff we'll probably hold on to for some future build projects and everything. So, all right, well, I better get stuff loaded. So with that, I'm gonna sign off, and we'll catch you guys in the next game. Found another one. Odysseys all over the place here. I thought I had so many I must have spent days just trying to figure out how I was gonna haul all this stuff. I don't know, I'm gonna do it. All right.
It's dead. Yeah, whatever it is, it's broken.
Yeah. What about this, what's this green guy over here?
Oh, it's got a straight international in the thing. I think it takes a whole lot to get it running.
Well, that'll do. Get this over here. Okay. Got everything all loaded up and everything, all nice and secure. So just looking up the last few things, but everything looks good enough for where we're going. Got enough ratchet straps on it. This looks precarious, but she's on there pretty solid. Everything's good. So I had a nice visit with John Boy, a really nice guy, and thank you for all your help, John, if you see this. And we're gonna hit the road and get up to Reading, where we're gonna put all this stuff into storage. Catch you guys later. Bye. We're at Rolling Hills Casino here. Took a quick stop to fill up and everything, and getting ready to go, and I just happened to notice this rig. So not really sure what's going on here, but someone's got a lot of fun toys all lined up. Anyways, that's pretty cool. So thought I'd show you guys. Not sure where it's headed, but I'm sure wherever it's going, someone's gonna have a lot of fun with it.
There they are right there. I guess 2 years ago, because
All right, folks, well, I had actually intended to film more than I actually did. It is what it is. So I've shown you where the Odysseys are ending up here. So this is the shipping container. We'll go in there in a second. And
this is some property that I own up near Reading. So what's going on is I needed some space where I live, because I live in suburbia, and I'm not working on these Odysseys. I'm not running them right now, so they're going into storage. So here they are. Not even sure if the lighting's gonna work out very well because my camera. So here's an FL350. I picked this one up just the other day. I don't have any particular plans for this. I have some ideas for it, what I'm gonna do with it. But right now, some of the pieces and parts are gonna get parted out because I don't necessarily need all of it. Plus it's kind of a part of a deal with Derek. And then back here, we have our FL250. So this motor, or this machine, is pretty complete. I've already talked about it quite a bit. I do have a motor for it, but I did not bring the motor here. It's gonna stay at my house in suburbia for the moment. And then of course I have this FL250 here. And so this one runs and everything. It does have a little bit of an issue with the carburetor. Something's going on with it that it does need to be worked on. My daughter, this is the one that I had as a kid, and it's been kind of restored and it's been worked on and stuff like that. And we've taken it out, and it's a good machine. It does have one little issue we got to figure out. But the reality is it can't keep up with us in the sand dunes, and that's where we were at exclusively. So the plan is to build up another FL350, which isn't here. It's actually in Bakersfield. We're gonna be picking that up. You'll guys see that in another YouTube video series. Anyways, so that's it. These machines are gonna stay tucked away, nice and safe and secure. We'll get them out, hopefully not too long. The idea at some point is to build, not necessarily a full shop here. This is more of, we got some ideas what we may wanna do up here. Haven't fully decided. I'll even take you guys over, might as well. One of the interesting things about this property is that there's a dam on this that was built in the 1860s, as I understand it. So we have a seasonal creek. It's not flowing right now, but in the spring, all this greens up, turns real flowery and stuff. I know for those of you living back east when it's always green, yeah, I get that, but at least it's not 100% humidity right now, so. That's the price you pay for having no humidity, as you get a bunch of dry grass. But anyways, you guys can see it. Here's an old dam built, 170 years ago? I believe, as I was told, it was built by the Chinese who were, they were working the gold mines and stuff like that, and then they kind of settled throughout. And my understanding is they built this dam. There used to be a big farm in this area. We're pretty rural. We're about 15 miles-ish from downtown Reading proper. So in the spring, you'll have water and everything flowing over this. It looks really fantastic, beautiful. Maybe I'll insert a couple of pictures that I have showing that. But anyways, so this is where the Odysseys are gonna stay. The intention is not to forget about them. We're gonna come back to them at some point. They're tucked over there. We will work on some other projects. And then at some point, so we're actually kind of talking about building what we're calling a carriage house over there where the shipping container is. And then we kind of want to build our main house in this area. And that's if we do it. We're kind of debating on whether that's going to happen or not. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video series. And this will not be the last of these machines. Promise we'll get them back out probably a year or two. You'll see them again. But with that, hope you guys enjoyed and take care. Stay safe.